We're at the 2020 Secondary Market Summit. Keynote speaker, Renee Bender, thank you so much, with the Senate Small Business Committee. What do you do?
So I am a senior professional staff member for Chairman Rubio, and what that means is that I do all the policy work related to all the lending programs, which of course involves the secondary market.
Now, for this group, we're a bunch of geeks and nerds, so we love the budget details. Give us a subsidy 101, because that's probably the hottest topic for SBA lending these days.
Sure. So the subsidy is basically the calculation made between SBA and OMB that is in every year's president's budget that tells us what they predict the cost of the program will be for that fiscal year. So when we get that document, we're looking at that, and they're telling us that this is the amount that they think the program's going to cost. And for many years, that has been zero.
Right.
So then we just move right along. And as you know, last year we had a positive subsidy, which meant that the program was predicted to cost money. So that means that then Congress has to take action, either by changing the fee structure for the program or by looking at an appropriation.
And how is this going to be resolved?
So how it's been resolved for FY 2020 is an appropriation. So the appropriations package that just passed into law, was signed into law, and will cover the programs for the rest of the fiscal year, includes the subsidy amount that's predicted for the program to continue to operate.
Yeah, and that's important to know. So we're not continuing resolution.
Right.
We're funded through September 30th, 2020.
Correct.
Finally, tell me a little bit about this GAO report and what will that do for the industry?
So after this subsidy came out in the president's budget, obviously there was a lot of concern from industry and from Congress as to how this happened. And so last year, Chairwoman Velasquez and Ranking Member Shabbat requested that the Government Accountability Office, which is a nonpartisan, objective body that does a lot of investigations and reports for Congress, they requested a report on the subsidy modeling and calculation done by SBA and reported in the President's budget. And Chairman Rubio and Ranking Member Cardin joined that request late last year. And so we should be getting some insight into that process and how it worked and what SBA did and what OMB did and all of those things later this year.
Very good. And the last comment I have is, I appreciate your comments. This is truly a bipartisan process in terms of how the Senate works, as will the House.
Bipartisan and bicameral is how I always talk about it, and so it's great from a staff perspective to be able to work on these issues because they certainly, it's America's small businesses, and so we're doing our best to continue those bipartisan, bicameral relationships.
Renee, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Thanks.